Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Haloyam La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash. We're blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. In the NIV it says, because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. Right? But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. In the NIV, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. Right? Stand firm on the word, because a time of trouble is what we're facing. The Lord is putting spirits in individuals really to bring about what Scripture calls Jacob's trouble. Right? So the Lord is amping up these spirits of wickedness, and eventually it's going to spill over into the streets. We may have to face some extremely harsh individuals. Scripture tells us that. Matter of fact, in Matthew 24 and verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Right? In the NIV it says, then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. Right? So the Lord is telling us, He's preparing us for times to come, and the Lord is preparing us for these different individuals that we may have to face. Right? All of Yashar is going to go through Jacob's trouble. And when I say preparing us for individuals that we may have to face, I'm saying like actual people. The Lord putting spirits in actual people to come to individuals, right? To try individuals as gold is tried in the furnace. Just like the brother that was I don't know where he was from, but so-called white man pulled a pistol out on the brother while he was out speaking, and the spirit of the Lord came on that brother to first try to maintain peace, because Scripture tells us that if at all possible, live peaceably among all men. Scripture also tells us a soft word basically quells great wrath, right? Roughly paraphrasing. And once that didn't work, the spirit of the Lord came on that brother to take that pistol out that so-called white man's hand and beat the brakes off him. Had that boy leaking, right? But it may, the Lord may put us in situations to where it may have to come to that, right? And in those situations, as long as you operating in the spirit of the Lord, however the Lord has you move, that's exactly how the Lord wants you to move, right? Like Scripture tells us, basically, don't prepare what to say when these individuals, hem us up, because what we speak, it'll be from the Spirit, right? So, with that being said, I'm gonna let these videos play, and I'll be back. and the lady over behind them don't know what the hell going on. Right? She lost in the sauce. I'm surprised she didn't get up and move herself, especially off of the narrative that was recently covered throughout the news, right? With the so-called stabbing attack, right? But yeah, Yahweh putting the spirit on Esau.
Coon fucking thinks I'm starting shit. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I can say what I want. I don't like them. Straight up. And go to the hood. They don't like me. I've been to the hood.
I see you again, bro.
And then what? Then you're gonna threaten me? You see me again? You see me right now, don't you, motherfucker?
Yeah,
you got a fucking nigger fucking blunt in your ear, eh?
What you wanna do?
Not a fucking goddamn thing, motherfucker.
Right,
what
so
you wanna do? You keep walking. I don't have to do shit.
Keep walking there, bro.
No, you keep walking, motherfucker. I don't have to do shit. The fucking niggers got a fucking... Yeah.
Okay, what?
Yeah, okay, what? Look at this. Oh, what you gonna do, nigga? What you gonna do, motherfucker? Oh, look at this here. I'm fucking monkey from the streets, nigga. I'm monkey. What you is. What you is. What you is worth this. Guarantee I got more money than you, nigga. And his friend's probably on the phone with the cops. Oh, this guy's walking down the street. He called me racial slurs. I got it on videotape. Could you please come down and talk to me? And I got a blunt behind my ear.
Who going to the crib? Who calling the job? Who is he? Where?
Right, so Yahweh putting the spirit in these devils to, be they full selves, and it's only gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse. See, the issue is they fed up a little bit more than us. And I say that because this is their kingdom. So they're used to having that easy ride to where, they really don't have to worry about a job. As long as they sober and have some kind of ability, then they're always promised employment, and not only employment, right? But, you're going to get paid more than the individual that he was just mocking, right? And it's not like that anymore, right? The individuals of his own family, that run this place, because, Esau is Esau, just like Israel is Israel. Whether we believe we're family or not, we are, right? Their family members are really, being wicked to themselves and pushing the low levels of themselves to the back burner to where now they got to suffer just like us, and they don't like that, right? So they in their feelings right now, and whenever Esau eat them, get into their feelings. So-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native Americans, right? So-called Seminole Indians, watch your ass. All that stuff we were seeing, pertaining to us being quote unquote emancipated, and, so-called blacks going out and, becoming quote unquote successful and doing better than the so-called white man. Whenever they get into their feelings, that's when people start, swinging from trees. That's when you start seeing strange fruit. That's when you start seeing mass unalivings. That's when you start seeing situations like this, right? Because ain't no telling what he had on him. For him to be bold enough to speak like that by himself, because, they don't get down like that by themselves. Usually when they by themselves, they humble as hell. It be either when they got a weapon or they're in a group that they get like this, right? So ain't no telling, and I'm sure the young brother, the young Jake was, his mind was on the same thing. right? Because we already know what time it is with this devil. We know how this devil get down. So the times to come is gonna be bad, man. So Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right? Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of Yahweh is. Right? And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to Yahweh. Meaning always keep the Lord in your mind so that you can walk in wisdom and you can understand the times. And when you understand the times, that means you move different, right? Because you understand, okay, we are living in the times of Jacob's trouble. So I got to move a certain type of way. If I don't move a certain type of way, then, I could put myself in harm's way. Right? But this devil, he gonna get his, man. The scripture says, vengeance is mine, saith Yahweh. So all that right there he got going on, ain't no telling. It may be instant. He may have hopped in the car and, who knows, whatever. But the Lord gonna deal with him either way it goes. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Actually verse 5. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Right? So that's the big talks now with, the higher ups talking about, ain't gonna be no war, no World War III, is peace. And this peace been waiting for 3,000 years to get established, and it's gonna stand, and so forth and so on. But the Lord tells us different. And I'm gonna believe the Lord. Damn what man got to say. Scripture says, let the word be true and every man a liar. All right. Jeremiah 30 and 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Right. In the NLT, it says, now let me ask you a question. Do men give birth to babies? Then why do they stand there ashen-faced, hands pressed against their sides like a woman in labor? Right. Alas, verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. We understand that he is not all Israel, that he is speaking about the elect of Yasharallah, the individuals that walk in wisdom, that understand the will of the Lord, that trust on the Lord, and with everything that's in them. Right, so that situations like this, that could have been a bait, bait and switch. You see, he got a jacket in his hands, right? Now I know young fellas, they, for whatever reason, they wear hoodies and jackets in the summertime. So I don't know the weather in this place. Looking at the trees, and it looks cool. Right, so him having his jacket in his hand, and I can only imagine what's going through the young brother's mind, especially having the boldness to say what he's saying. So saying all this to say, Yasharallah, make sure you walking wise, man. Don't get in your feelings and get all emotional and act on them emotions. Walk in wisdom, because that's life. Right, Scripture tells us, the words that I speak to you, they are spirit and they are life. They bring us to life. So as long as you're walking in these words, as long as you keep these words in mind, you will be alive. Right? So I am with that, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Tazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakak Wadash Shalom Yashalom.